And welcome back for another bonus episode on Let's Play Battlefield 1942, and we're returning for Battle of the Bulge. And this time around I'm just going to do some kind of random classes like anti-tank and sniper. Alright, well I've obviously joined toward the end of the round actually. The Germans are down to 100 tickets and the Allies have about double that, so naturally I've been assigned to the German side. It's just always the way it happens. When you join in the middle, you're almost always going to be assigned to the losing team because the losing team will probably have fewer members, and they always assign you to the team with fewer people on it. Just being on a losing team, some people are more likely to leave, it seems, in the middle of a round that they're losing. So if you often join this game in the middle of a round and wonder why you always seem to be assigned to the losing team when you think it should be 50-50 chance, that would be the reason. It's not any kind of conspiracy against you or fate of the universe against you. It's just a statistical issue with people leaving the server in the middle of the round. Bazooka apparently had no effect firing it into a group of people. I think they probably did originally have the bazooka be more effective against infantry, and then they probably toned it down when the game was first released, just to remove the splash damage. But the result of that is the bazooka class is really ineffective against infantry. And this is a map with a lot of tanks on it, so people may be inclined to spawn in as an anti-tank just because of that. But the issue that you're going to have is that if you want to attack enemy armor, there are so many tanks on your team as well, you may as well just drive a tank. So if you're an infantry class on this map, I would advise, as always, to just spawn in as a medic and be anti-infantry, because you're not going to do much against the armor. You may as well use your machine gun to shoot up all of the bazookas and snipers and stuff on the enemy infantry. It is very satisfying to get infantry kills with the bazooka, though, I have to admit. And that guy's a bazooka, and yeah, you can see he hasn't used any of his shells, so that's a quick ammo refill there. The anti-tank class, it seems like, is one of the few where you really have ammo issues on this game. The sniper also, he only gets 15 bullets. But they're pretty generous with ammo when it comes to assaults and medics and engineers as well. Alright, now you can tell from the ticket deficit that the only way we can possibly win this map is to capture all the flags. It's been a long time since we did this map, so I'll just remind you, Germany has an uncapturable base and the Americans don't. The Americans are down to their last flag, so if they lose that, then the game is over, assuming everyone on their team is dead at the time they lose the flag. And actually, I'm in a Tiger tank now, and I don't think I've really done much with the Tiger on this entire Let's Play series. I did a bunch with the American M10 tank, which is their version of the heavy tank. So we'll see how this compares. There's a lot of discussion in the thread about how the tank shells, there you go, really designed to be anti-tank instead of splash damage versus the infantry. So to go after the infantry, you really got to use your machine gun. That may be more the case for the M10, although I'm seeing, yeah, splash damage does seem to be a little bit weak. For some reason, it seems like when the Americans are down on their last flag, it always happens to be the windmill flag. I don't know why that is, but it seems to always work out that way. Maybe because it's so isolated that the Germans don't really have anyone over there to defend it when the Americans are down to their last scramble to get a flag. If the Americans don't capture this, this is going to be it. And somehow the Americans captured it. We had this massive force all around the windmill flag. And I was keeping my distance, assuming that someone else was dealing with the flag radius over there, where it's more awkward to move around to the tanks. But I guess what happened is someone went inside the windmill, which you have to do because the capture radius is inside the windmill itself. Well, I got killed, and then everyone else on the German team was assuming someone else had it covered, and nobody actually did. I've taken an awful lot of hits to my armor class. This is a heavy tank, and I'm almost out of energy. And everyone's spawning in anti-tank, and they got a Sherman, so yeah, I think they've had enough of me. But we did manage to knock down that ticket deficit from about 100 tickets to around 40 now. And that just shows you they didn't have the ticket bleed, because ticket bleed doesn't come into effect unless Germans have all the flags. So that was just some standard camping action, really moving the tickets around. Alright, I spawned in as a sniper and just let them have it. Here comes the machine gunner right in on me. And you are stuck with the pistol unless you want to get creative with grenades. Alright, the guy jumped out of the tank. And he can see me, so... And that time the pistol had just enough bullets in there. See, that shows you it is possible to win a close quarter duel against someone with a machine gun when you're using a pistol. You just have to make sure that every hit you fire lands a hit. If you start missing too much, then someone's firing at me. Second hit always puts him down. Yeah, this is an Omaha Beach, and yet I'm using the sniper rifle here. Looks like another person snuck in close on me. It's kind of the nuisance that a sniper has to face. You're always trying to find the right spot where you can see targets, but you're far enough away and there aren't any people sneaking up on you. It can be kind of tricky. But if you're a sniper who knows about the moving sniper shot trick, you can be more mobile. Normal snipers have to be completely stationary to land a hit, so they really have to have a good sniper nest set up in advance. There he was. If you know the moving sniper trick and you know where a stationary target is, that target's pretty much dead. But it seems like when you can move around in the sniper, even though I really haven't done that much of this in the Let's Play, you can be kind of mobile and be useful, especially on a map with a lot of open space like this. See, that's the American Sherman tank from their final base. That's their main base. If you have only one flag as the Americans, that's the flag you want to have, because it spawns 2 tanks and an artillery piece, plus it's kind of removed and it's pretty much your only chance. I'm going to assume that Sherman tank's not going to be able to spot me. He's dealing with other people. And that would be a headshot. You can... It's kind of tricky to aim for the headshot, even with the trick, but sometimes it's easier to do that than to land 2 hits on someone, especially if they're a medic healing himself. Alright, stay tuned for part 2.